Now, from CBS 4 News, this is Facing South Florida with Jim DeFede.
Good Easter Sunday morning to you. I'm Jim DeFede, and welcome to Facing South Florida. This morning, we're going to look at the best and worst of ourselves. Here is an example of the worst. That picture on the right is a hoax, one of many being used by the right wing to discredit those calling for gun reform following the Parkland shooting. We're going to take a closer look at what is behind this and how, in many ways, the right has met their match in these kids when it comes to social media. But first, let's focus on our better angels. It has been a little more than 2 weeks since the pedestrian bridge at FIU collapsed, killing 6 people and injuring nearly a dozen. This morning, I want to take you inside the search for survivors and the work of the Miami-Dade Fire Rescue's Urban Search and Rescue Team. Normally, their work takes them around the world, but this time the disaster was here, and it struck them in ways they did not imagine. In their first and only interview on what happened that day, the 4 battalion chiefs who led the rescue efforts talk about what they faced and their efforts to find life under 950 tons of concrete and twisted rebar.
Miami-Dade Police and Fire, how may I help you?
The bridge just collapsed. They just put it up, they were working on it, and it collapsed from one side of 8 to the other side. It's a big, big mess.
I arrived on the scene just about at the 3-minute mark. The dust had barely settled.
We do have the whole bridge is down across the whole side of 8th Street.
And then at that point, I have my first unit coming in and make an accurate assessment in terms of how many patients, any entrapments.
I gotta confirm at least 4 cars under this bridge. 3, 4 are going to be unattainable at this time.
Battalion Chiefs Carlos Perez, Jason Richards, Brandon Webb, and Ray Jadala were the first commanders on the scene of the FIU bridge collapse. They all said they took a second to absorb the enormity of the accident.
We just had a bridge come down on Tamiami Trail. I had just traveled down that road or up that road maybe 15 minutes before that. Are you thinking rescue, or are you thinking this is bad, this is probably going to be recovery?
No, we're thinking rescue at that point. We want to find, viable victims that we can rescue. I mean, that's why we go. That's what we're here for.
We've got numerous individuals that are trying to assist. You had FIU PD, Sweetwater PD, FIU students that were offering assistance. So we are rushing to get the victims out. Yet we have to take into consideration the safety of our personnel and all the other personnel who are working on scene.
Webb oversees the Urban Search and Rescue Team. Richards, the Technical Rescue Team. They all had worked together in Haiti after the earthquake and went door to door in the Keys following Hurricane Irma.
The goal is to locate anyone that's remotely viable. I came in from the west.
Dave Downey is the head of the Miami-Dade Fire Rescue Department.
It kind of takes your breath away when you first arrive and you think, there's going to be a lot of injuries and fatalities here.
As Webb and Richards took the lead in devising ways to search under the pile, Downey knew there was a potential for even more fatalities.
This was incredibly dangerous. There wasn't a lot of support except for the vehicles that it was resting on.
If we try and move something, it could cause a shift and have another catastrophic event. And obviously, we're trying to avoid that.
Quickly, the teams worked their way along the structure, drilling holes, looking for gaps, or what they refer to as voids, where a person might still be alive.
The first couple of holes that we drilled, there were no voids. I mean, they drilled through the bridge structure until they hit the road.
They moved along the fallen span, drilling additional holes, while the search and rescue dogs began roaming the pile. They used 2 types of dogs, so-called live dogs, which search for living victims, and human remain dogs that find the dead.
It wasn't long before the dogs, started alerting in other areas.
I have to ask then, which dogs were alerting?
The live victims.
The live victims. Do you think that there were people alive for a period of time under there?
There's no way for us to know. I mean, we're always going to give everyone the benefit of the doubt and do the best we can to gain access to them as fast as possible.
After installing wooden braces and jacks, some crews crawled into the small openings, praying the tons of concrete above them didn't shift. In other areas, when the drilling found gaps from where the cars were located, they inserted cameras to look for signs of life. but it was clear the victims were dead. Nevertheless, they pressed on.
Even after the dogs stopped alerting, we still gave it a good fighting try.
Late last night, we transitioned from a search and rescue mission to one of recovery and investigation.
20 hours after the collapse, Miami-Dade's Deputy Mayor Maurice Kemp made the announcement, followed by Police Director Juan Perez.
It was approximately 10 o'clock when the determination was made.
The person responsible for making that determination? Chief Dave Downey.
As you've heard, we're assisting now Miami-Dade Police in the recovery efforts.
We're trained to rescue people. You know, this is what we do, and it's the hardest part of our job to realize that there may be people that we can't rescue.
You guys go to a scene like this wanting to pull out a live victim. You weren't able to in this.
Well, actually, we were. We had 10. You know, we got 10. So, though most of them were surface victims, we did render aid and save 10, and that's how we see it.
We try everything we can to rescue victims from beneath the pile. And ultimately, when we determine that they're not viable, then we turn to trying to do the best we can for the family to recover their loved one in a dignified manner.
This situation, as terrible as it was, certainly could have been a lot worse. The fact that traffic was light and FIU was out for break, the youth fair hadn't started yet.
All 4 men said this mission felt different because it wasn't taking place in another country, but here, where they live.
Went home. I got my kids ready for school. I spoke to my wife. I told her I loved her. We discussed how precious life is and how it could be taken away from you in an instant, and how we take things for granted, and this just reinforced that.
Is it different when it's home?
Yeah, I think it makes it personal. We like to think that it doesn't affect us. You know, we're professional responders, and emergencies are what we do. But I can tell you that I'll never drive by there again without thinking about it.
All the firefighters we spoke to said they will never drive down that portion of Southwest 8th Street again without being reminded of that collapse. I think it's a memory that will haunt all of us. The cause of the accident is still under investigation, and no decision has been made about whether a new bridge will go up in its place. The 4 battalion chiefs said when they ended their shift that day, they went home, got a few hours of sleep, and then turned around and went right back to work. Finally, a quick note of thanks to Miami-Dade Fire Rescue for providing the amazing photos you saw in that package. Up next, the hoaxes, conspiracy theories, and downright meanness of the far right. Does this mean they're worried they are actually losing the debate on guns? When we come back.